Yo, what's good, y'all? We back with another video. I got a Funa TV vid, rappers that died on drills. I'm sure Bloodhound Lil Jeff gonna be on here with his little crazy ass. You feel what I'm saying? But other than him, I really don't know of a lot of rappers, not just people in the streets, rappers that went on hits and died. I don't know. This nigga gonna have to educate us on it. We are almost at 400 subscribers, man. If you like the video, not even if you like, fuck that. If you like me, no Diddy, you feel what I'm saying? Help me get to that 400, because once we get to that 4, the new goal is 5. Once we hit that 5, niggas finna start making bread. That's when I'm gonna start pumping these videos out. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video.
There's a popular saying that goes, live by the gun, die by the gun. This saying teaches us that the lifestyles we choose to live can often have unintended yet predictable outcomes. The subject of today's video would come face to face with this lesson. In today's video, we'll be telling the stories of 3 rappers that died.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who these niggas is, but yep, that's Jeff. Of course.
While in the act of trying to kill another person. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Big Bucks Elo. I do know who that is. I have reacted to that video on this channel. If you ain't seen it, go watch that.
Real name Elijah McKinney was from St. Louis, Missouri. Similar to cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, and New Orleans, murder is commonplace in St. Louis. According to CBS News, it's the second most dangerous city in America.
Yeah.
St. Louis has heavy gang activity going on, and Elo was involved. He was a member of a gang called Big Bucks. Big Bucks primarily consists of 6 Deuce Crips, and they reside on Solway Avenue in North St. Louis.
Why do niggas do that? This right here.
This right here consists of 6 Deuce Crips, and they reside.
Why? Why? It's 34 people on this bitch. Why is you dancing with guns?
Solway Avenue in North St. Louis. Elo was known for allegedly being a top shooter in his crew and was thirsty to go after his opposition. St. Louis, similar to many cities with heavy gang activity, contained many gang members that also rapped. Elo was a drill rapper, and his songs primarily served as disses to his ops and described his life in the streets. One of Big Buck's main ops is another crew called The Six. On December 5th, 2016, Elo lost a close friend of his named Rookie, renamed Damani H, who died as a result of a drive-by shooting. It's rumored that members of The Six were allegedly responsible for this. More specifically, a rapper from The Six named KB6. Years down the line, Elo would run into KB6 and would go on a wild mission to kill him in order to avenge Rookie. That mission would ultimately cost Elo his life.
To get to that breaking news we are covering for you in North St. Louis. Police telling us several people have been shot and 3 of them have died. This happened just before 2 o'clock this afternoon in the Walnut Park West neighborhood.
On July 29th, 2020, Elo, his friend named Day Sav, real name Dejan Nearing, and another.
And before we get into this, right, I want to break this shit down just in case we got some young YNs or wannabe YNs that think this shit cool, bro. Let's take a look at dude fit, right? He got on an all orange Nike Tech
his
fit,
friend,
right? But he got
Day
on.
Sav.
Gang, hold on, cause I gotta break this shit down. I can't let this shit go, and somebody got to talk about it.
Was a drill rapper.
So he got an all orange Nike Tech suit with these great 5s. Don't even match, right? Then he probably got maybe $200 in 5s right there, or 1s, right? That's not no money. Niggas ain't got no money. These niggas' guns cost more than they rent, because they don't got no rent. They don't got no car note. They don't got shit. But they got a fucking Glock with attachments and the shell catcher and the switch on there. And they got a phone to go on live for 35 people. Like, this shit goofy as hell. Don't do this shit. These niggas ain't got no money and they dying for nothing. Dying for shit. This is his legacy. This how you finna be remembered. As a nigga that died in the hood. That's it. So before you want to go be a crash out or think being a YN cool, bro, go get a job, nigga. Get you some legal money. Get you some. If you want shit like this, bro, you can get a job, gang, and pay for this shit. If you want a crib, you want a nice car, you don't gotta do this goofy shit. You don't.
His songs primarily served as disses to his ops and described his life in the streets.
Stupid. Look at these niggas. White tees. No brand on. White tees. Guns cost more than they whole outfit.
One of Big Buck's main ops is another drive-by shooter, specifically a rapper from the 6 named KB6. Years down the line, Elo would run into KB6 and would go on a wild mission to kill him in order to avenge Rookie.
Tonight, in your spacious La Quinta suite, you can be the agent of destruction.
That mission would ultimately cost Elo his life.
To get to that breaking news we are covering for you in North St. Louis, police telling us several people have been shot and 3 of them have died. This happened just before 2 o'clock this afternoon in the Walnut Park West neighborhood.
On July 29th, 2020, Elo, his friend named Day Sav, real name Dejan Nearing, and another friend named J2Z, real name Joshua Emerson, were in a stolen car riding through the 5500 block of Floyd Avenue at about 1:40 p.m. Elo was the driver, Daysav was in the front passenger seat, and J2Z was in the back. As they were driving, they spotted KB. Upon spotting him, they opened fire, shooting him multiple times. Members of the 6 were in the area and started shooting back at Elo and his crew, leading to a full-blown shootout. People who lived nearby told police they heard non-stop gunshots. During this shootout, both Elo, Daysav, and J2Z were all shot repeatedly.
Damn! So every nigga that went on the hit got shot? That's crazy.
In the aftermath, KB, Elo, and Daysav were all pronounced dead at the scene.
And
KB was just 22 years old, and Elo and Daysav were just 18 years old.
Wow. They all died. For what? And the crazy part is, the nigga that survived, he finna get charged with them niggas dying. Just a little street classroom lesson. If you and your dumbass friends go to do a crime, y'all go to rob a nigga, y'all go to rob a store, y'all go to do anything, and something happened to y'all, your homie died because y'all went to slide on somebody and you ain't know they had pipe on them and they killed your homie, you gonna get charged with his body. I hope y'all know that. It's not just like, oh, he died, that's his fault, RIP. No, nigga, you going to jail for him dying. So think before you do this.
J2Z, who was 17 at the time, was taken to the hospital and ultimately survived his injuries. And the killers of Elo and Daysav weren't charged, most likely due to self-defense. J2Z was actually the one charged with all 3 murders. He was officially charged with 1 count of first-degree murder for the death of KB and 2 counts of second-degree murder for the deaths of Elo and Daysav. Missouri law allows prosecutors to file murder charges if someone dies during the commission of a felony, even if the defendant did not directly cause the death. After 3 years, those charges were ultimately dismissed without prejudice, meaning they could possibly be filed again at a later date. The reason Jay's charges were dropped is because all of the possible witnesses refused to respond and show up to court. In the end, Elo achieved his goal of killing his bitter enemy, but suffered the ultimate consequence as a result.
Blumberg G's.
Blumberg G's, real name Anthony Watson, was from North Philadelphia. He was a member of a set called Blumberg, also known as the Black Flags. The Black Flags primarily beef with Zoo Gang, Diamond Street, and Burke Street /2418. Blumberg G's would eventually start rapping and built a reputation for himself in the streets. Most of his songs were about killing his enemies. He was known for always being willing to go on a drill and never hesitating to fire his gun.
That means that nigga don't got shit going on. He don't got nothing to live for. He willing to throw all that shit away at any given moment. That's sad.
This mentality would lead to G's eventually getting charged with murder. On August 23, 2020, a rival gang member to G's named Little Ranger, real name Hayward Garrison, was in the 2200 block of Diamond Street just after 1 a.m. when a gunman pulled up and opened fire. Little Ranger was struck, then he reportedly ran to the corner of Van Pelt and Diamond Street where he collapsed and was quickly picked up by a passing vehicle. While the car was driving to the hospital, the occupants flagged down a police cruiser that was responding to the shooting. Little Ranger was placed in the police car and taken to Temple Hospital, where he passed away just after 1:30 a.m. at just 16 years old.
Damn. Shout out to that person that picked him up and put him in the car, bro. But damn.
Blumberg G's was allegedly the gunman in this incident. It is widely rumored that Little Ranger allegedly killed a Black Flag member named 40 earlier that year, and this is why Blumberg G's allegedly killed him. Blumberg G's was officially charged for the 2020 murder of Little Ranger in March of 2022, and he was placed on Philadelphia's most wanted list.
What the fuck?
In March of 2022, and he was placed on Philadelphia.
This bitch is on the most wanted in all of Philly? What does she do? She must be a backdoor queen. But all you other niggas look guilty. You did it, 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 did it. You probably did it 20 times over again, to be honest with you. But what the fuck did she do? I'm curious.
Most wanted list. Rather
Somebody
than turn himself in, G's would go on the run. While on the run, he didn't keep a low profile. Similar to the rapper Take K, he continued to make music and post music videos on.
Oh, wow.
She's been looking for an insight in that data forever.
Oh, hi.
I'm gonna find.
Why is this bitch playing with balls?
Did you tell her about Sasquatch?
Videos on his YouTube channel, despite the fact that he was on the most wanted list and the police were looking for him. G's was on the run for over a year and was never caught. Ultimately, the police would never get the chance to arrest him, as G's would lose his life while attempting to kill one of his enemies. On May 31st, 2023, G's was sliding on members of Zoo Gang in the 1800 block of North Woodstock Street just after 8:15 p.m. Once spotting some of his ops, gunfire erupted. In the aftermath, G's was shot once in the head and was then rushed to Temple University Hospital. 4 hours later,
God damn, the ops got aim, don't they? They let off one shot and it tapped his nugget. That's crazy.
He would succumb to his injuries and be officially pronounced dead at just 21 years old. Members of Zoo Gang would claim that they were the ones that killed G's as he tried to slide on them, but members of the Black Flags and people online would claim that G's was accidentally killed by friendly fire by the person he was sliding with. The truth.
Ooh! We got another Screwly G on our hands. Whoa. That would make sense. So the ops ain't hit him. His homeboy killed him on.
Of what happened has not yet been officially confirmed. G's was wearing gloves and a mask when he died, so it was clear that he was on a drill when it happened.
We all know how that shit went.
Bloodhound Little Jeff, real name Jeffrey Harris, is a rapper and gang member from the east side of Chicago. He had two brothers and was raised primarily by his mother. As
Wait. It said he got two brothers?
Side of Chicago. He had two brothers.
Oh. I've been listening to his younger brother that's what people been saying. Like, I've been seeing in the comments. I think his name is Dari Glow. I've been listening to him. And I'm looking in the comments and niggas from Reddit talking about that's his younger brother. That's crazy if that's the case. I didn't know that. I thought Jay Boogie was his only brother.
Was raised primarily by his mother, as his dad wasn't really around. He quit playing basketball after he didn't make the varsity team, so he looked for something else to do with his life. His rough upbringing led to him gravitating towards the streets. When Jeff was just 14 years old, his house was shot up and a bullet flew by his face, nearly hitting him. His older brother was active in the streets and would introduce Jeff to it. He officially jumped off the porch at 18 years old. Jeff was a member of Drill City / Bloodhound, which claims the area of 79th and Maryland. They beef with BKN, Trap City, TYMB, 8 Trey Mob, and 800. Little Jeff was wild. He got
It's
a
a bunch
bullet
of
tattooed
ops,
on
yeah.
his face.
Let's talk about how shitty this tattoo is. I mean, I get the idea, but this literally looked like a nigga just scribbled it.
He's always on Instagram Live dropping his location and displaying heavy artillery. Little Jeff became well known because he openly bragged on numerous occasions that he killed over 10 people and that he was a top killer in Chicago. The Bloodhounds' primary beef is with another group called Trap City. Trap City and the Bloodhounds actually used to be cool with each other, but according to an interview Trap City members did, the beef started after members of the Bloodhounds allegedly stole a chain from a trap.
Oh, no. Wasn't members. It was Jeff. They said Lil Jeff ran off with, what's that nigga name? Trap City Vale. Ran off with his chain. So after Jeff died, they did a vlog in Trap City, and Vale trolled the way Jeff died. He ran up on the porch and fell down and shit, making a scene about it. I think maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, they come and kill Trap City Vale. Then a few days after he died, they go to the funeral and then slide on his sister at the funeral and kill her too. So these Bloodhound niggas
City
are
member.
crazy.
Both sides would start dissing each other, and eventually things escalated to bloodshed. On March 16, 2023, a beloved member of the Bloodhounds named Z Money, real name Zaire Nelson, was shot and killed. It is widely believed that Trap City was allegedly responsible for this murder. Little Jeff said in an interview that the death of Z Money made him see red and made him cold-hearted. About 3 months later, Little Jeff would allegedly avenge Z Money's death. On June 25, 2023, a Trap City member named Leo, real name Jaleel Goins, had just got into the back seat of a Lyft ride in the 1300 block of West Taylor Street in Little Italy just before 9 p.m. when another...
Oh my gosh, yeah, that nigga got, either he was right up on him or he got some crazy aim, because all them bullets is grouped together right here.
The car approached. Someone inside hopped out, walked up to the backseat window where Leo was sitting, and opened fire. Leo was shot multiple times and rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 19 years old. Little Jeff and other members of Bloodhound went on social media and pretty much openly confessed to being responsible for Leo's murder and that it was a get back for Z Money. Following this incident, Little Jeff would continue to kill. Little Jeff and Bloodhound used to be cool with members of BKN. In fact, there's videos of Jeff online hanging out with them. Well, everything changed after Jeff was allegedly robbed by BKN members for his watches. This made him want to get back at them as soon as possible. Well, he would allegedly do so in a horrific manner. On January 26, 2024, a BKN member named Monty, real name Ontario Williams, and another young man named Little Rob, real name Robert Boston, were standing outside of their school, Innovations High School, when a group of masked gunmen jumped out of two vehicles in front of the school and opened fire. The gunmen let off dozens of shots, striking Monty and Little Rob multiple times in the chest. Both were rushed to the hospital, where Monty would be pronounced dead at just 17 years old, and Little Rob would be pronounced dead at just 16 years old. Following this double homicide, Little Jeff went on social media, openly bragging about being responsible, claiming that he and his crew killed them because they stole from him. Jeff had already started rapping at this point, but he hadn't had that much success. Him bragging so openly about this double murder actually made him go viral online, and all of his music began to boost in popularity. As his music was rising in popularity and people began to learn of his story and claims of allegedly having over 10 bodies, Jeff's fame continued to grow at a fast pace. Despite his rising fame and finances, Little Jeff could never get over his bloodthirst, especially for members of Trap City. This bloodthirst would lead to his untimely death. On June 8, 2024, Little Jeff was in the 6600 block of South Roads at 5:14 p.m. with other members of the Bloodhounds looking for Trap City members. Once they spotted one, Little Jeff hopped out of the car shooting and chased his victim into a house. Once he reached the steps of the house, someone within the house returned fire and shot Jeff in the chest. The shooter then stood over Jeff and shot him up to 15 times. The people with
Okay, I don't know how accurate that is, because everybody in Jeff camp saying he got hit twice. And for me, I feel like he got hit twice. I feel like that's more realistic. Because we all, if you haven't, on Reddit, there's like a picture floating around of supposedly, allegedly Q50 and J-Bo, I think, going to pick Jeff up and take him to the hospital. That's where he was pronounced dead at. And I feel like if he got hit 19 times, it wouldn't be shit to pick up. I don't think they would just be able to pick bro up. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like it might have been 2 times.
Jeff shot back, but it was too late. Once the gunfire ended, Jeff's crew transported him to the hospital where he was pronounced dead at just 21 years old. The whole shootout was caught on camera and the footage went viral online. A member of Trap City named Rob is believed to be the gunman that killed Jeff. Rob is currently locked up for a separate gun charge. He was not charged with the murder of Jeff, likely due to Chicago's mutual combat law that has been applied to other Chicago shootouts in the past. Following his death, Little Jeff's notoriety has grown to new heights and he has become the face of modern drill music. This lifestyle is crazy. There's truly no winners. It seems like everyone's story ends in one or two sad outcomes.
Your ass die or your ass go to jail. That's it. And the crazy thing is, these niggas know that. But I guess they life just, I don't know. They just don't care.
Stay out of the streets. RIP to everyone who passed away in this video.
Hey man, RIP to all these niggas, man. The lesson to take from this, stay out the streets. The shit is stupid. Cause you could be the roughest, toughest nigga, put in the most work for your hood, but when you slide and die, all you gonna get is a mention in a Funa TV video. You ain't gonna get no rewards. Your family ain't gonna get no money. God ain't finna say job well done. No, gang. So it's not worth it. Get you a job, man. Stay in school. I'm gonna catch y'all the next one. We out.